Welcome back to the word association game. Name words that begin with alphabets before the timer runs out. Think fast, say it out loud, and let's begin.
Round 1. Name an animal starting with A. Answer: ant, antelope, armadillo. Round 2. Name an animal starting with B. Answer: bear, bison, bat. Round 3. Name an animal starting with C. Answer: cat, cheetah, camel. Round 4. Name an animal starting with D. Answer: dog, deer, dolphin. Round 5. Name an animal starting with E. Answer: elephant, eagle, eel. Round 6. Name an animal starting with F. Answer: fox, frog, flamingo. Round 7. Name an animal starting with G. Answer: goat, giraffe, gorilla. Round 8. Name an animal starting with H. Answer: horse, hyena, hippopotamus. Round 9. Name an animal starting with I. Answer: iguana, impala, ibis. Round 10. Name an animal starting with J. Answer: jaguar, jackal, jellyfish. Round 11. Name an animal starting with K. Answer: kangaroo, koala, kingfisher. Round 12. Name an animal starting with L. Answer: lion, leopard, llama. Round 13. Name an animal starting with M. Answer: monkey, moose, meerkat. Round 14. Name an animal starting with N. Answer: newt, narwhal, nightingale. Round 15. Name an animal starting with O. Answer: owl, octopus, otter. Round 16. Name an animal starting with P. Answer: panda, pig, panther. Round 17. Name an animal starting with Q. Answer: quail, quokka, queen snake. Round 18. Name an animal starting with R. Answer: rabbit, raccoon, rhinoceros. Round 19. Name an animal starting with S. Answer: snake, sheep, shark. Round 20. Name an animal starting with T. Answer: tiger, turtle, toucan. Round 21. Name an animal starting with U. Answer: urial, wookari, umbrella bird. Round 22. Name an animal starting with V. Answer: vulture, vicuna, viper. Round 23. Name an animal starting with W. Answer: wolf, whale, walrus. Round 24. Name an animal starting with X. Answer: X-ray fish, xenops, xeris. Round 25. Name an animal starting with Y. Answer: yak, yellowhammer, yellowfin tuna. Round 26. Name an animal starting with Z. Answer: zebra, zebu, zorilla. Round 27. Name an animal starting with A. Answer: aardvark, albatross, ape. Round 28. Name an animal starting with B. Answer: buffalo, badger, blue whale. Round 29. Name an animal starting with C. Answer. Cougar, chimpanzee, cobra. Round 30. Name an animal starting with D. Answer. Donkey, dingo, duck. Round 31. Name an animal starting with E. Answer. Elk, emu, earthworm. Round 32. Name an animal starting with F. Answer. Falcon, ferret, firefly. Round 33. Name an animal starting with G. Answer. Gazelle, gecko, guppy. Round 34. Name an animal starting with H. Answer. Hedgehog, heron, hamster. Round 35. Name an animal starting with I. Answer. Ibex, injury, Irish setter. Round 36. Name an animal starting with J. Answer. J. Jerboa, Javan rhino. Round 37. Name an animal starting with K. Answer. Kudu, kookaburra, killer whale. Round 38. Name an animal starting with L. Answer. Lynx, lemming, ladybug. Round 39. Name an animal starting with M. Answer. Manatee, mongoose, macaw. Round 40. Name an animal starting with N. Answer. Numbat, nudibranch, Nile crocodile. Round 41. Name an animal starting with O. Answer. Ocelot, orangutan, oyster. Round 42. Name an animal starting with P. Answer. Pelican, porcupine, piranha. Round 43. Name an animal starting with Q. Answer. Quetzal, quahog, quoll. Round 44. Name an animal starting with R. Answer. Rat, reindeer, rooster. Round 45. Name an animal starting with S. Answer. Seal, sparrow, scorpion. Round 46. Name an animal starting with T. Answer. Tapir, tarantula, tortoise. Round 47. Name an animal starting with U. Answer. Euromystix, agisu, ural owl. Round 48. Name an animal starting with V. Answer. Vonga, vaquita, vervet monkey. Round 49. Name an animal starting with W. Answer. Wombat, weasel, woodpecker. Round 50. Name an animal starting with X. Answer. Xanthus hummingbird, Xenarthra, Zeme. Round 51. Name an animal starting with Y. Answer. Yabby, yellow jacket, yeti crab. Round 52. Name an animal starting with Z. Answer. Xander, zoker, zebra shark.
Let me know how many you got right. Don't forget to drop your results in the comments section. Please subscribe for more, and thanks for watching.